Hi, I'm Crispino Nunes. I hail from Goa, the land of sun, surf and sand. I have a burning desire to be where the action is, and that's anchoring on one of India's leading news channels. Everyone has a calling. I believe I have found mine. After graduation, I started working with a regional television news channel called Goa 365 as sub-editor and television news anchor. I'm also an RJ for one of Goa's leading radio stations, 105.4 FM Rainbow. Experience in writing has been for 5 years, 2 of which have been spent as deputy editor for a lifestyle magazine, Abraxas Lifestyle. Oh, by the way, did I mention that I used to illustrate for one of Goa's leading Marathi newspapers, Dainik Herald? Well, they say sky is the limit, and I would like to push my boundaries and do what it takes to achieve my goal. When I'm not busy, you would find me either playing my saxophone or hitting the keys of my grand piano. Do I believe in luck? Yes. Do I believe in hard work? Even more. As an anchor, I would like to make people reason with themselves, give them a voice, tell them that they have the power to change the way they live and be governed. Over the next few minutes, I will present some of the biggest stories from the world of news, business, sports and entertainment. So stay tuned. Peace in the valley was shattered after 6 armed terrorists sneaked through the line of control and attacked a heavily guarded army camp in North Kashmir. In this pre-dawn attack that lasted for close to 6 hours, 8 army men were killed. The suicide attack comes 2 days before the Prime Minister visits the valley and threatens to disrupt elections in the state. Here's a detailed report. Students across the country are in a fix after the government remained firm on its decision of replacing German with Sanskrit in Kendriya Vidyalayas. The relief is that the centre has told the schools that there will be no Sanskrit examination this year. But for many students, it's a decision that seems to have been taken without considering their opinion. Studio Talk has the story. The hate speech standoff continues. After stalling Parliament for nearly a week, the opposition was refusing any deal being offered by the government. The logjam comes after an initial demand of sacking the BJP minister was refused point blank by the BJP. But things show no sign of improving, with the government saying that even the demand of a censure motion is not acceptable. Multi-million-dollar cab company Uber is in big trouble after the rape of a Delhi girl traveling in one of the cars belonging to the company. Investigations reveal that required security checks were not done on the driver, leading to the incident. A shameful incident that once again exposes the chinks in our policing. Expectations of a people-friendly budget and a cut in interest rates by the RBI are being seen as among the key reasons taking the Sensex to the psychologically important 20,000 mark today after 2 years. The day's rally came on the back of a strong quarterly result by software major TCS and relatively steady Asian markets. The market opened with Sensex at 20,000, slipped a tad below that level due to profit taking and again regrouped in later session as FMCG major ITC rallied ahead of its results and closed just a tad off the 20,000 mark, finally ending the day at 19,987, up 80 points. The day's rally added about Rs 26,000 crore to investors' wealth, with the BSE's market capitalization now at Rs 71 lakh crore. The last time the benchmark had seen this level was on Jan 7, 2011, about 2 months after it had reached its all-time peak of 21,709. On to the world of sports. Rode on by a crowd of 60,000 plus, India rediscovered their winning ways in the second ODI against England at the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium in Kochi. The win not only helped them square the 5-match series, but would also have done their sagging confidence a world of good. The tension along the line of control with Pakistan took its toll on the sporting ties between the two countries. All 9 Pakistani hockey players who have come here to play in the Hockey India League will return home without playing a match in the tournament. Hockey India did not directly bar the players, but put the onus on the franchisees. Day 2 at the Melbourne Park on Tuesday brought another day of perfect weather, but a few anxious moments for top seed Serena Williams. Williams and her fans look worried after the player fell awkwardly on her left ankle. She, however, managed to win the game 6-love against 110th ranked Edina Hall. World champion Vishwanathan Anand scored an emphatic victory over the world number 2 from Armenia to end a rough 7-month patch. With this win, Anand has jumped into joint lead with 2 others after the 4th round of the Tata Steel Chess Tournament. In what would be his first outing after the Wimbledon, Rafael Nadal is likely to be playing against the Brazil Open. Nadal hasn't played since June, essentially because of the tendinitis in his left knee. He was due to play in the Australian Open, but a stomach virus forced him to withdraw. Can history be recreated tonight? That's what we are tracking right here on this program on the T20 track. I'm Crispino Nunes. Today's 2020 finals is touted as one of the biggest matches of the decade, with the coming of 2 great cricketing sides of all time, India and Pakistan. Remember, India had last played against Pakistan in the finals of the inaugural edition of the 2020 format at the Wanderers Stadium in Johannesburg. With superb batting prowess, India had gone on to take home the cup and title of being the first World T20 champions after beating their arch-rivals by 5 runs. 9 years on, the 2 sides meet yet again. At 7:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time, we will play witness to the clash of the Titans at the Nehru Stadium in Goa, which has already witnessed a packed crowd. So all you T20 lovers out there who are watching me today, get your cricket gears ready as we have some high-paced action waiting for you right now. And guess what? Joining us, we have with us cricketing legends Kapil Dev and Imran Khan. While we wait for the all-decisive toss, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we will be throwing our phone lines open. Catch the numbers flashing at the bottom of your screen and dial in with your questions and messages within the next half an hour. So what are you waiting for? Put your thinking caps on, grab your rollerball pens, get your writing pads out and bat in your questions by dialing the number below. It seems Chulbul Pandey might not break Tiger Khan's box office record. After the initial success at the box office, Ek Tha Tiger will remain Salman Khan's biggest hit. Well, here's to Salubai, he is the winner either ways. For hot Bengali beauty Bipasha Basu, the new year might just change her dwindling fortunes at the box office. She will soon be seen sharing screen space with television heartthrob Karan Singh Grover in her next release, Alone. The pairing is perfect, says director Bhushan Patel, who directed the hit Ragini MMS. Well, let's hope the new year starts with a bang for Bips. If you've really had a stressful week at work and you're looking to unwind with a movie this Diwali weekend, here's a sneak peek at the latest lineup of flicks to hit cinemas. So are you likely to trade firecrackers for popcorn, or would you rather have both? Either ways, SRK will be ringing in the new year in advance with fireworks of his own. Check it out. And finally, it's Amitabh Bachchan's birthday. A very happy birthday to the superstar, the legend. On his birthday, we pay a tribute to his everlasting charisma and his work, which has entertained generations of Indians and people around the globe. Happy birthday, Big B. You're watching Studio Talk, and I'm Crispino Nunes. Today I've picked for you an award-winning film that is making its presence felt at various film festivals around the globe. It's called The President, directed by acclaimed Iranian film director in exile, Mohsen Makhmalbaf. It's got rave reviews in the festival circuit and was also the opening film at IFFI 2014. This film is a multi-country collaborative project and speaks of an unnamed nation whose people are controlled by a dictator who lives a life of luxury at the expense of the people's misery. With an imminent crisis at hand, the president's family flees the country one day. However, he refuses to go with them and chooses to stay back with his grandson, only to realize his mistake as he is overthrown by a coup d'etat. In order to save himself and his grandson, he now has to take a perilous journey across the country to board a whaling ship that would help them flee to safety. But will it be easy for him to escape, considering that he is now the country's most wanted fugitive with a bounty on his head? Well, you will have to wait and watch the rest of the film in order to find out. The film is interspersed with crafty dialogues, displaying human emotions of a dictator who is faced with the task of replying to questions from his innocent, talkative grandson. It depicts his road to self-realization of the many atrocities committed by him. It makes also one revisit the discourse on true democracy and, in the words of the director, the issue of 40 other odd nations facing dictatorial regimes. I'm sure this watch will make you feel proud of today's filmmakers who are willing to explore contemporary issues with sensitivity and perspective. I say it's a must-watch. Well, that's all we have time for. Thanks so much for watching Studio Talk. This is me, Crispino, signing off.